be a general video, a general collective video, which means not everything in it will resonate with you. Please take what does resonate, leave what does not. This is Codes of Harmony. This space is Codes of Harmony. In this space, you can refer to me as Harmony if you like, as I also have many names. And this is a really interesting time for the channel. I guess I could say that I want to start by just saying thank you. Thank you, everybody that has been part of this journey so far. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I'm like so grateful. I feel so blessed to be able to have carved out this little space for us to be able to do this kind of work and connect in this kind of way. So yesterday, I did a very, very big video that was about a very spiritually personal experience to do with past lives and karma. And then last night, in my astral space, I in the galactic space. All right, just give me 1 second. In the astral space last night, so in the astral space, in your dream space, you will have a dream landscape, right? And the dream landscape that I was lucky enough to be in last night was directly connected to my starseed heritage, with my to my galactic ancestry and my galactic soul family. And I've been invited to open up this reading around the dream landscape that you are experiencing. Different members of the collective are receiving guidance from healers, ascended masters. And when we talk about ascended masters, everybody contributes to this kind of primordial pool of spiritual consciousness and awakening. So even though mastery is a term that we can use or talk about in a 3D perspective, it's much more expansive, right? It's much more expansive beyond our level earthly consciousness understanding. So if you found this video, you are experiencing some wild stuff in your dreams, and you are having messages taught to you for your ascension journey, for your growth, for you to get even further in touch with your gifts, with your skills, with your abilities, and you're receiving that in your dream escapes, in the astral space. Again, as we said, this is a general video, so not everything will resonate, or you may not be at the stage in your ascension, healing journey to be receiving this message. For those of you who do resonate, thank you for sharing, clicking like and subscribing, as it does help bounce out these messages so that more members of the collective can rise with us. Let me also get a candle going, calling in protection, protecting you, me, and our families. I acknowledge your ancestors, my ancestors, and the ancestors of the ground on which I stand. Let's get some messages about your dreamscape. Okay, please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial. Maybe they want these today. Okay, so we'll start with some tarot. Okay, please give us some messages about the collective dreamscapes and the messages, the lessons, the teachings that are within the dreamscapes that you are experiencing. For me, last night, it was very much galactic, very much about starseed origin. So you may be having similar astral spaces. You may be going through similar astral journeys. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Okay, First card out of out of the deck, the gosh darn High Priestess. Well, well, well. Hello, High Priestess. How are you going? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Many of you are High Priestesses. You have a very higher consciousness. You are tapped into the stars. There's a lot of starseed energy in this particular reading that I'm picking up on in the collective today. We then have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And on this particular tarot, it has optimism, joy, happiness, vitality. And of course, the High Priestess speaks of wisdom, the inner voice, spirit world. Such a beautiful card. We then have the Emperor, Aries energy, empire building, having the ability and capacity to work with all of the elements, to work with all of the different gifts in the Magician's toolkit. We then have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is fire sign energy. It is powerful fire sign energy. Happy Scorpio season to everybody. Please give us clear divine guidance. Can we please get some confirmation on the High Priestess? So many of you are working with High Priestess energies in your dream space, in your dreamscapes. You are receiving lessons, downloads, codes, keys, new ways of expanding and understanding your knowledge and your place within the astral realm is what I'm hearing. I'm channeling. If you know what channeling is, welcome. If you're new here and you don't know about channeling, you're welcome to research and come on back. This is Codes of Harmony, this space. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. There's a lot of ancient knowledge that is being transcribed is what I'm hearing. One of the visions I also had on in my morning meditation was around scrolls. A lot of you are having access given to you to ancient knowledge, to ancient scrolls. So the High Priestess has been clarified by the Empress card. This is a very powerful combination. For some of you, this is representing you and the divine feminine energy that is helping you in your dream space, in your dreamscape. For many of you, this is two different parts of you, and you may see yourself in either Empress energy or High Priestess energy and not necessarily know how much of the other you actually hold, you actually contain, obtain, navigate. I'm seeing a conductor. For a lot of you, now I'm seeing that scene in Fantasia where Mickey Mouse is conducting and there's all these colors and frequencies moving around. Very powerful energy. Yeah, you, like, a lot of you are working with very important, very knowledgeable energies in the astral space, in the astral realms. We then have the Nine of Cups being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Also a very powerful combination. When we look at the Nine of Cups, that is almost the closing of a cycle. And some would say that that is when you are whole within yourself before you can move to that Ten of Cups, before you can share all of your cups with somebody else in wholeness, in freedom, in liberty, in sovereignty, remaining sovereign in the soul, sovereign in the spirit. So one, it's kind of that expression that we hear often. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. The expression that we hear often, which is about loving yourself, right? If you cannot completely love yourself and understand yourself and find harmony and peace for your shadow side, your light side, your inner world and your exterior world, for who you are, for your nature, your core nature, if you can't find love and understanding and be able to hold 9 cups to that, then is it safe for you to have the full 10 of cups? This is a message for somebody. You may be on the brink of a life-changing situation. This may be marriage. This may be traveling overseas. This may be, for many of you, it is a life-altering transition within your spiritual consciousness. This is happening collectively speaking as well as individually. We then have, oh, hold up. I didn't even realize. Excuse me. The Empress and the Emperor. Okay, so we've got the Empress and the Emperor on the table. The Empress and the Emperor are divine counterparts. The Empress and the Emperor are both abundant, both have the ability to manifest, both have the ability to call in new worlds. They both have the ability to dream up new things, bring new things into this physical reality. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for seeking harmony both within and without. Okay. We then have the King of Cups and the King of Wands being clarified by the Six of Swords. Many of you are being assisted by the great minds and the great philosophers of the 1960s. And they're showing me the love revolution, the energy of the love revolution, and the pushback against World War, and the expansion of consciousness that happened when there was a rebelling against the system. For many of you, you have either past lives or bloodlines directly connected to this history. They also want you to understand that this same need for rebellion in order for the towers to fall has been present in many different forms, in many different dimensions, in many different planes of existence, and many different interwoven histories of different galactic places. Whew. Okay. Let's work with this. They want two oracle decks. That's unusual. Many of you are either are readers yourself or you have the divine ability to be. If that is news to you, I highly encourage you to buy a tarot deck or oracle deck, as many of you are profound readers. By birthright is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's work with, this is an oracle deck of different artists with different expressions or sayings connected to their life of work. For many of you, you're coming into what is going to be your legacy. For many of you, you are currently moving into a time in your life, and they keep saying a time in your consciousness, or a time in your expanded consciousness, your etheric ability, your etheric body being more activated, more present, more able to shape and form the world around you, is what I'm hearing. Please give me clear divine guidance. Clearing the throat chakra. Ow. You're welcome. Okay, so let's get, because it's quite abstract, right? When we look at the dream space, the dreamscape. Some of you, this will be an oceanic dream space. For many of you, I'm seeing an oceanic dreamscape that you go to often. For many of you, it is a space in nature that existed during Gondwana times, but so before. Oh, okay. So now they're showing me the energy of the plates separating, the tectonic plates shifting. This may also be something that is about to happen on the earth. There may be a series of earthquakes that will take place. If you are in an earthquake prone location, please make sure that you are aware of this, as the tectonic plates and shifts are also connected to this repeated need for us to rise up against the systems, this repeated need for revolution. When we talk about revolution, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. Don't you know? Talking about revolution sounds like a whisper. Well, they're standing in the welfare lines, waiting at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know? Talking about revolution sounds like a whisper. Okay, a lot of you should be moving in cautious but brave quietness, or being aware of who you are standing in line next to. She sings about, that's obviously Tracy Chapman, she sings about standing in the welfare line at those armies of salvation. The armies of salvation are taking a different format. The armies of salvation are no longer in city blocks and in community centers. The armies of salvation are in the stars, are in the astral, are in the 6, 7, 8th and beyond dimensions that we are now having access to. You're not first receiving this access. This access is being re-granted to us. We are awakening collectively and individually, and a lot of this is taking place within the dream space. Okay, so the Oracle Artist card that you got, I'll just show this image for those of you who can look at the screen. There may be activations for you here. JMW Turner is the name of the artist. It looks like it's quite an old-fashioned artist. Old-fashioned in terms of they may have lived some time ago. So a lot of you are working with energies, ascended masters, deities, gods, frequencies, demigods, as well as, of course, the elementals, the fairies, druids. A lot of you are working very closely with druids, as well as elementals of ancient forest magic. Many of you are connecting deeply with trees and nature in your dream space. So a lot of you, your dreamscape will actually be filled with different forms of trees. I'm seeing rainbow trees, different colored trees at the moment. Whew. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. This is Codes of Harmony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I'm going to sip on my tea for a sec. I'm calling in rose quartz frequency, which seems to be very required at this time. There's a lot of wounding and healing of past life wounding, inner child wounding, and mending of the heart space. Okay, so the quote that comes with JMW Turner on this oracle card is, find the fact in a feeling. Nature does not sit still. The sun will rise whether or not you are there to watch it. The next one, I'm just going to show this image to you. It may have some kind of activation. For those of you who can look at the screen, you can do so now. If you do ever find there's an activation, like a really strong activation in an oracle card for you, I highly recommend screenshotting it, because then you can meditate on it, look at it later. Because when we look at an artwork, when we look at a even a digital healing modality, there will be activations that we don't consciously understand that will take place again when we look back at the image or whatever it is. Artemisia Gentileschi. This is a really old artist, and I didn't actually go to art school, even though lots of people wanted me to. History has your back. Society stabs you in it. Use your talent like a weapon. Don't let convention confine you. Please give us a little bit more. A lot of you are actually working with philosophers of the 1600s, 1700s. A lot of you are working with Roman philosophers. I just heard Artemis, Galileo. Some of you are working directly with Galileo. Wow, that's pretty wild. So I feel like there's a lot of like maybe big air sign energy present in this reading, or maybe in your birth chart. Oh, Buckminster Fuller. Live to serve, serve to solve, invent the words by which to live your life, create great heights, excuse me, clearing the solar plexus. Sorry, I just felt like I was on top of like a 9-story building for a second. Um, and just felt suddenly a little bit dizzy. Great heights are best seen from your lowest point. For many of you, you've gone through extreme tower moments. These tower moments are to teach, and a lot of you are experiencing these tower moments in the 3D, in your life, in your waking life. And then you are taking these problems to be solved with these mighty philosophers, with these great thinkers, with these um, eloquent air signs. That's what I just heard. Oh, a lot of you are also, of course, going and working with your starseed family, with your galactic teams, with warriors of different galactic wars that have taken place a long, long time ago, even with family members, ancestry that is part of your star bloodline, that if you trace all the way back is connected to a particular star system, a particular galactic frequency, a particular set of gifts. Many of you are also working directly with the Venusians, beings from Venus. This is expanding your heart space, your ability to give and receive cups, to give and receive love. And every time you go back into your dream space, every time you go back into your astral space, you have the ability to fill your cup with this astral love, with this galactic frequency of love from your starseed family. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is messages from Isis. Lots of you working directly with Isis. There's been a lot of Isis frequency around in the collective, particularly connected to Scorpio season. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. Yeah, and just like allow these messages to just gently greet you, because a lot of these things you're conscious of in the sleep space, in the astral space. So it may feel unusual to hear me speaking these things in this space, in this environment. Ooh. Okay. So what does Isis have to say? Who's been hanging out with Isis? Have you been hanging out with Isis in your dream space? I just saw like the most incredible like red fabric moving like in the wind over like a desert scene, over a sandscape, with all of these like golden teacups and golden um, vessels to drink from. This could be symbolic, metaphoric, or actually what your dream space and your dreamscape looks like. For many of you, this red fabric is symbolizing your bloodline, symbolizing your connection to higher versions of yourself, to more expanded understandings of who you have been at different times in different places throughout the journey that your soul has had. Okay, portal of light. She glides on wings through time and space. Perfectly connected to what I was just saying here. Isis is such a baddie to have in your corner. Isis is such a fierce protector. Um, I almost said prophetic. So lots of you have very strong gifts of prophecy. If you don't know that, now you do. Or you're about to have something happen in your life. This portal of light is also really interesting in terms of light, in terms of starseed light, in terms of um, light's unique ability to move through space and time. Lots of you have the ability to go through time and space in your astral space. You also have divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. So Isis is protecting you in your astral space. For many of you, that's dreamscape that I just described of the in the sand with the red fabric moving and the gold teacups and the gold vessels to drink from. For many of you, that is a table that is set for you and Isis, is what I'm hearing. It's just what I'm hearing, all right? That's just all I'm hearing. I'm just doing my job. I'm just channeling what I'm hearing. And apparently, sometimes in your dream space, some of you, or at least one of you, are having, you're sipping cool drinks from gold teacups somewhere in the desert. Goddess of 10,000 names, Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. Endless emanations of the priestess. Things are becoming so much more endless. Things are becoming so much more expansive for the collective. Please give me clear divine guidance. Can we get some more messages from Isis? Maybe about the message or the lesson for many of you. The lesson that many of you are working on, or the training that many of you are doing in your dream space at this time. Abundance of Slothus. Stellar blessings, the celestial goddess of abundance. And this has harvest moon energy. The beaver moon could be an activation, a particular activation for you. A lot of you are learning your abundance, are learning the abundance of your inner gifts, of your inner knowledge, and of the celestial coding that has been embedded with within your frequencies. Yeah. Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate. You are a high initiate. If you have been drawn to this video has found you. You are going through either a big initiation, moving into a much higher order, particularly in astral space. For some of you, you really need to do work on your throat chakra. Yeah. And some of you, this is a message for somebody. Somebody is trying to block, and there's some people having blockages that are directly affecting third eye. The cleansing of the third eye will be beneficial for you at this time. Somebody is also not wanting clear deliverance, is what I'm hearing. And again, I'm seeing many scrolls. There are many scrolls in many libraries. There are many scrolls in many libraries and many keys to many doors. But what if you knew that the doors were limitless? What if you knew that the doors led to other doors, to other doors, to other doors, to other hallways, to other hallways, to other hallways, to higher planes of existence as well as lower planes of consciousness? Do you know which door to walk through? Do you know which key is yours? Merkaba activation. Many of you are going through Merkaba activations at this time. And let's just get one more of the Artist Oracle. Please give us clear divine guidance. Some of you are going through very big death and rebirth cycles at the moment. Some of you have literally lost a loved one. If that's you, I'm so sorry, and I send deep condolences. Some of you are having deep bouts of homesickness. Homesick for your starseed family. And you're the place where your soul originated. That is definitely something I can resonate with. No way, exactly the same card. Okay. So this is an extra important. If it's come out a second time, I will read it to you a second time. Find the facts in a feeling. Nature does not sit still. The sun will rise whether or not you are there to watch it. So there is a little bit of there is a presence of death. This is either present in somebody's family who, well, death of the one who could not speak the truth for themselves or others is what I am hearing. Can we get another one of these artist oracles? You may want to look into the artwork of J.M.W. Turner. You will find that there are messages and activations connected to those artworks. Okay, like a really heavy, big energy has just come over the reading. Don't worry, this is a very protected space. Louise Burgos, who's amazing. She's so amazing. Remembering through art is better than forgetting. An inference is worth 1,000 appendages. That's funny. Draw on private pain to connect with the public. And this happens to depict one of her most well-known larger sculptures, which is this gigantic, enormous metal sculpture of a spider with eggs inside. Some of you may be pregnant either with a new life, a new idea, or a new version of yourself. Thanks for being here. Thank you for clicking like, sharing, and subscribing, because it really does help the channel, and it bounces out these messages to get to more members of the collective so we can rise together. This is Words of Harmony. Thank you for seeking harmony. Thank you for everything that you are. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna pull another one. Doesn't feel quite right. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. A message about the collective's dream space. Okay, you got Vincent van Gogh. If committed, stay committed. Recognition requires a paper trail. Use the daylight to face the night. Okay, so with this energy, this frequency, this spider frequency combined with Vincent van Gogh, who famously had that thing happen with his ear. Let's clear this energy, hey? What have I got? So a lot of you are having a lot of negative, heavy energy being pushed towards your frequency, towards your light body, towards your etheric body. Some of you need to look into and understand different ways to protect yourself within your living space, particularly connected to mirrors. Let's burn a little bit of sage. Astral work. The astral planes are expanding to us, you know. And there is a lot of painful karmic retribution taking place. which is all part of the divine plan, of course. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, that's nice. um, Obviously, only take the messages that resonate, leave what does not. And if you ever do feel triggered by anything in a tarot reading, ask yourself, are you being triggered for a purpose? Are you being triggered for a higher reason? Okay. Woo, that jumped out. Gilbert and George, these are hilarious artists who work as a duo. So a lot of you are really, okay, a lot of you are working with, I just heard ascended clown, so that's funny. I don't know if there's like somebody who was both a clown and a spiritual master at some stage, a spiritual teacher at some stage. Some of you are working with a pair of spiritual teachers in your dream space, in your astral space. Be the art you wish to see in the world. Your work should not be selfish and dress the part. A lot of you are coming into ways of physically connecting more, physically reflecting more in your self-image of who you feel you are spiritually inside. And just keep on remembering you're protected by Isis. I'm going to actually pull another few Isis oracles. It's interesting that they want me to work so much with oracle cards today. I guess the dream space is a bit more abstract and will speak to you in, I keep hearing philosophy. So a lot of you really are, you either are interested in philosophy in this incarnation, have an experience of philosophy in another incarnation, or are working with philosophers in your dream space. Learning from, teaching, sharing ideas, collaborations, even with master philosophers and spiritual teachers is what I'm hearing. Whew. And yes, the heat wave is still happening where I am, and I am still growing out my undercut. So thank you everyone for being here for this journey. Pyramids, a lot of you are going into pyramid structures in your dream space. Whoa, I just saw this most beautiful crystalline pyramid, like a crystal, like a pyramid made completely out of crystals. That is so fucking beautiful. Excuse my French. Pyramid of light. Step your vibration deeper into love. So a lot of you are doing so much work to open up and heal parts of your heart that have been wounded. I keep seeing this like mending, this stitching, this sewing of broken hearts. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. A lot of you are your light body, your etheric body, as well as your etheric heart is expanding, is becoming more of a pure channel of light is what I am hearing. Wow. And that's why we had that dark energy come in a second ago, because you are such a pure channel of light. And when you're a pure channel of light, you will attract other beings and energies of the light, as well as the darker forces, the darker energies, darker frequencies that want to siphon from and engage in inappropriate ways with the light. But you are protected by Isis. A lot of you are protected within a huge pyramid made of crystal. So that's kind of incredible. Some of these dreamscapes are really both like they look gorgeous, they feel beautiful to be in. Again, I'm seeing that oceanic dream space. One of you definitely goes to the beach in your sleep, goes to the ocean. Well, then I just saw this, then we just went and dived under the water. Some of you are actually going to a subterranean underwater dreamscape, a waterscape dreamscape. That's incredible. Whew. I just felt like, literally felt like went underneath. For a lot of you watching, I was going to say, I went almost said Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo might have messages for you to watch or rewatch. But I was actually trying to say Ponyo. Ponyo? Ponyo. Which is this amazing Studio Ghibli animation. If you haven't seen it, there's messages in that for you. A lot of you have strong, wow, okay. A lot of you are working with an Atlantean high priestess and high priests. I'm hearing the sound of many bells. I'm hearing the sound of aqua bells is what I just channeled. Never heard that before. Although that's probably somewhere in my long lost memory as well. A lot of you are maybe having overwhelming sensations of homesickness. That is important for you to understand is being addressed in your dream space, is what I'm hearing. Wowza. Wowza. Okay. What else would they like? They just want like heaps of oracle cards, apparently. Please give us clear divine guidance to be most beneficial. A lot of you need to be dream journaling, or if you have stopped dream journaling, return to it. And remember that dream journaling doesn't have to be classic writing formation. It can be audio recordings. It can be coloring in. It can be any kind of way of expressing yourself when you come out of the astral space, because when you look back upon whatever way that you creatively capture the feeling, the energy, the frequency that you come out of the astral space with, when you look back at those reflections, those artistic reflections, there will be a different coding within them that will activate, self-activate again. And will connect into the dream work that you may not consciously remember you're doing. Okay, lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Yeah, a lot of you are also receiving messages about protection, about energies, frequencies, peoples, places that need to be taken out of your life, that need to be removed from your, from a lot of you, I just heard cord cutting. A lot of you, I just heard etheric relationship, etheric cord, etheric, what are you wanting me to say? Please. A lot of you are changing frequency, and you are working with energies and beings in your dreamscape, in your dream spaces, in these beautiful but sacred dreamscapes and dream spaces that you can go to and you do go to, working to be able to remember your calling, remember your purpose in this incarnation, remember your true frequency. And so every time you're waking up, you're coming back more in your own true frequency, in your true vibration. Wowza. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Yeah. Yeah. So there's this, I just heard duality. A lot of you are learning about duality in your dream space. A lot of you are learning about split consciousness, duality, and unity consciousness is what I just heard. Please give me clear divine guidance, be most beneficial for everyone involved, child of the cosmos. So much starseed energy. A lot of you are connected to multiple different star systems, galactic families. Sorry, I just felt very dizzy all of a sudden. The Galactic Council has just joined us. Um, so whoever's in the room right now, you really work very directly with the Galactic Council. Um, okay, wow. You are a child of the cosmos. You are a star being. You are a star seed. Many of you have been sent here with particular um, callings and purposes. Again, I'm hearing about the time weavers. And now they're showing the time weavers actually stitching parts of the cosmos of space together. Let's just do some work to let the energy of this message just integrate. Yeah, let's just slowly allow that to integrate. Remember that you are an infinite being and you are forever and always connected to the cosmos. We then have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Understanding your starseed origin will be helpful if you are not sure of what part of the cosmos you are specifically endlessly connected to. Then go into meditation and ask, and you will be shown clearly. Sorry, excuse me. The Galactic Council is present. Oh, okay. What would you like? What would you like for the collective to know? Galactic Council. I'm honored. The world. I just heard the world is a vampire. Dun, dun. So okay, I could go into obviously talking about energetic vampires. I could be going into talking about bloodlines, as vampires are connected obviously to blood. About the way that people take and receive magic and healing from star seeds from you in this incarnation. The Three of Cups. I just heard you, me, and Isis. A lot of you have a really like playful, fun relationship with Isis. Please give me clear divine guidance to be most beneficial for everyone involved. And there is a sense of there being a family very far away, somewhere very far away, that is watching your journey, watching the journey of the world, watching the journey of the collective, and watching your journey every time you go into the astral space, every time you go into the stars. Some of you are actually traveling in your astral space. What else would you like to say, Galactic Council? Please give divine guidance and most beneficial for everyone involved. The Empress and the Star. I just heard Mother Star. And then I heard Star Mother. A lot of you also need to understand and look more into some of the prophecies connected to the age of Aquarius and to understand and forgive yourself for some of the things that took place in the age of Pisces. We also know that Aquarius are the dreamers, which is this star energy, and the Empress is abundant and can birth a whole new world. I just heard. I'm feeling a bit shy, like with the Galactic Council and the camera, like at the same time. It's a bit like wow. Remember who you are. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, the High Priestess. Remember who you are. You are the High Priestess. Remember who we are. We are High Priestesses and High Priests. We are Hierophants. We are ones who will not be scared in the storm, who cannot be fooled by the illusions of the Matrix, who cannot be pushed into holding up towers that need to crumble. We are the revolution. We are the revolution, is what the Galactic Council is saying. Please give me clear divine guidance. Is there any other messages that you would like me to share? There's so much Venusian Venus energy present as well. And again, I'm hearing Star Mother. And I'm like feeling lots of activation in the left side of my sphere. Please give me clear divine guidance. You are seen. You are seen by us. They say you are seen by us, dear star children. You are held by us, dear star child. You are known by many. The Ace of Pentacles. A whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes. A new fantastic point of view. You are receiving new and fantastic points of view that are connecting you to the ether in ways that cannot be spoken of in this simple earthly tongue, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, light language will be beneficial, or you have different vocal activations that need to take place within you. Clearing the throat chakra. Let's get some more clarification around the Star card and the High Priestess. My third eye feels like there's a bright light, like a huge shining bright light coming out of my third eye. The Knight of Cups. Please give us more clarification, please, Galactic Council. Oh! Wow, okay. What? Ten of Cups. Full-hearted, full healing, full access to all 10 cups, to the most happiness that you can have. I just heard both galactically and in this earthly realm. the Star card and the High Priestess. It's really interesting, obviously, like the High Priestess being Piscean energy, deep inner knowing, deep space inner knowing. I just heard the Sun card. Sorry. So we got the High Priestess, the Star, and the Sun card. Leo energy, solar energy, illumination. Child of the sun, you are the one you've been waiting for. Child of the sun, you are the one you've been waiting for. Oh, child of the sun, you came here to be seen. Make way for all you came here to be. And there's also something beautiful about these, the stars being in the sky, in the night sky, the sun being in the day sky. And the High Priestess knowing both, knowing the day, knowing the night, knowing the powers of the sun and illumination, and the powers of the moon, and the deep, deep sea of the mystics. Amazing, amazing. Okay, and then we have the Judgment cards. The angels are smiling down upon you. A lot of you are just like doing aces in your astral work. A lot of you are doing like amazing, you know, top marks from these, my crown chakra and my, like all my upper chakras are just so activated in this moment. And the Death card, Scorpionic energy, death and rebirth. And again, I'm hearing a whole new world. Damn. Thank you so much. Thank you. So much respect to the Galactic Council, to all of the star seeds out there, to everybody that is doing that hard work in the astral realms, in the dream space, in your daydreams, in the space in between spaces. And thank you for everything that you are. And thank you for everybody that has supported this channel, all my new subscribers. Love, love, love you. And all of my soul family, starseed family that I am newly getting to learn and know. We got this. We got this. Yeah, so child of the sun, you were the one. You were the one that you've been waiting for. You came here to be seen. Make way for all you came here to be. So much love from Codes of Harmony. Mwah!